What's up, everybody? Nicholas Kuzmich here from nicholaskuzmich.com. I'm tuning in today from the beautiful Playa del Carmen, Mexico. I'm here on our quarterly family getaway vacation. We call it a recharge, but I'm just here with my family, taking some time. We do this once a quarter, just kind of like break free, reset our minds, and let our kids kind of just chill out and have some fun. I just finished an amazing spa experience, and through that experience, I realized something that can help you, which has helped me, get an immediate windfall in your business just by doing one thing, and not by getting any more customers, but utilizing the traffic and the current customers that you already have today. Hey, before I get into that though, if you are kind of flustered and frustrated with all of the information that's out there, you've bought course after course after course, you're listening to podcast after podcast, you're going to event after event, and you're just kind of overwhelmed with all the things that you have to do in order to accelerate your business. Hey, if that's you, and you're just like, I don't want any more of that, I just want a customized plan, I want someone to tell me exactly what to do for the next 30 to 90 days so I can get immediate windfall in my business and immediate revenue, go to Work with Nick, www.workwithnick.com. Fill out a brief application there. We'll have a quick conversation about how I might be able to personally help you, and we'll see if we have a good fit, and I'll show you exactly how to do just that. Now, back to what happened here. So I was walking into the spa, I got a deep tissue massage, and they throw in all this fancy like ritual VIP blah 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 experience because we're kind of regulars at this chain of hotels. And as soon as I got there, because I'm getting a deep tissue 90-minute massage, literally as I'm checking in, filling out all the paperwork, they bring out this like little deep cold, it's not deep cold, but essentially it looks like deep cold, this little jar, and essentially he says, hey, look, since you are doing a deep tissue massage, it is highly recommended that you follow up this massage with this special cream treatment. It's going to help alleviate your muscle pains and aches and all the rest of that fun stuff. And I said, and he's like, and it's only additional $25. Would you like to do that? And I said, no problem, not interested, and we moved on. And then when I actually went up into the massage room, same thing. The therapist came in. She's about to get started with the therapy. She hands me this jar and says, hey, since you're doing a deep tissue massage, would you like to add this to your thing? It's only $25. Anyways, the case in point here is this goes back to the old school McDonald's would you like fries with that, right? And here's the tip and the trick. I just started implementing this more recently, more directly in my business, and I think it's something that you should do too. And it's the art of the order bump or the art of the upsell. Now, those two are very different things. An order bump is literally this thing right there on your checkout page that says, hey, if you'd like to add this to your order, you can go ahead and click this button, add that to your order. And an upsell, obviously, is post-purchase. So once someone purchases whatever it is that is your primary offer, right after that, you give them an opportunity to say, hey, since you're doing this, I think you might benefit from this. Would you like to add that to your order? Now, again, it doesn't have to be some like extremely long, drawn-out, thought-out process. It doesn't have to be a hard sell. Literally, it has to be super congruent to the original thing that they bought. And if that's the case, what you'll tend to see is that anywhere from 3 to 5 to 30% of the people will start to take you up on your order bump and your upsell offers. Now think about that. If your average order value, let's just call it an even $100, right? If your average order value of somebody checking out is $100 and you have an order bump or an upsell that's an additional $50, and let's just use easy numbers, 50% of the people take you up on that, that's an additional order bump, that's an additional average order value increase, and you didn't do anything, right? You didn't have to get new customers. This is already from the current customers and stream of traffic that you currently have. Hey, before I forget, this is kind of what I do. I help identify areas in people's businesses that are under leveraged and almost forgotten about in order to create an immediate windfall revenue in your business. See, most people are so busy working on their business or in their business that they can't work on it, and they forget that there's just these little pockets of opportunity, little pockets of income that if you just do 1, 2, or 3 things, you get to see that extra bump in your business. Hey, that's what I do. I'd love to do that for you. If that's of interest to you, workwithnick.com. Again, www.workwithnick.com. Go to the page, fill out that brief application there. We'll hop on the phone. I'll help identify some of those things for you, and we can talk about how I can do that more regularly for your business. Anyways, back to the point here. Look, it doesn't matter if you're selling a physical product, if you're selling a digital product, if you're selling high ticket or low ticket. It doesn't matter if you're selling a service or a phone call. The case in point here is you could be missing out on additional 20 or 30% of revenue by simply adding a would you like fries with that, right? An order bump or an upsell. Now we could get into the minutia of how many times can you upsell or downsell, and I encourage you not to do that too much because then it gets really annoying. We can get into how much should the value be compared to the primary offer. Here's all I'll say about this. Is the most important thing to that upsell, downsell, or the most important thing to that bump is congruency to your main offer. So in my case, again, I walked into the spa, I was getting a deep tissue massage, so the obvious offer was, hey, would you like to add this like deep cold treatment that we give after the massage to help alleviate your sore muscles? That's a perfect upsell, right? Because it's just completely congruent with the original thing, and for most people, it should just be like a non-thought, right? A non-issue. They're just thinking about it and they say, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. So the more you can make it A, congruent, B, at a price point that's very much matches your original price, or is lower than that, so it doesn't feel like it's too far of a jump ahead, right? So if you're offering your initial thing at $100 and your upsell is, or your bump is $25, that's pretty good, right? Or $50 or whatever it be. But the more irresistible you can make it, the more congruent you can make it, and the more that you can make it so that it's not too much of a stretch for someone, and however congruent that is, you are going to start to see how you can start to get increases in your revenue right out of the gate. And I think this is the best part. The moment I started adding these to all of my order pages, bumps and upsells, and again, they don't have to be high pressure. You don't have to push the tactic. You don't have to push the sale so hard. The more you do that, the worse it's going to be. But hey, if it's congruent, if it's relevant, if it makes sense, and if it's for the right audience, you're going to see a good percentage of the people take you up on those offers, and you're going to see an immediate, short, small windfall of revenue added to your bottom line. And hey, who doesn't need more of that, right? Again, it doesn't take any sneaky tactics. It doesn't take any ridiculous sales. It doesn't take any 14 or 15 step funnels or webinars or any of that. Literally a simple order bump and a simple upsell can help add 20 to 30% to your bottom line. Look, if that's of interest to you, if you have a business, what I do is I help small business owners who are online primarily doing digital advertising or would like to go into digital advertising, find these pockets of revenue that they're probably missing because they're so frustrated and they're so like distracted with all this other stuff that they feel like they have to do from all the courses that they bought and events that they've attended and podcasts that they listen to. Hey, if you're overwhelmed and you're like, I just don't want any more of that, I just literally need someone to come, look at my business, tell me exactly what to do, build a perfect plan just for me that I could follow to the T in the next 30 to 90 days, and I can see increased revenue. If that's you, go to workwithnick.com. I'll help you do that. But just a summary here, guys. Look, the easiest way to add immediate windfall revenue to your business without the need to get any more clients is by adding bumps and upsells. And the trick here is, how do you make it very congruent to your primary offer? How do you make it at a price point that's irresistible? And how do you make it just an easy yes in someone's mind? The more you can do that, the better off you're going to be, and I think you'll find some great results. This is Nick tuning out, signing off from Playa del Carmen here in beautiful Mexico on my family vacay, but I just thought I'd make this quick video for you because I know if you just deploy it, you're going to start to see great revenue results as a result. Go to workwithnick.com, fill out the application. I can't wait to hop on the phone with you. We'll talk again real soon. All the best.